Your Honor, there is no iota of evidence that has been placed before you. Either through their affidavit, Your Honor, or the oral arguments that suggest that there is any compelling reason, Your Honor. None whatsoever. Your Honor, if you look at what they have attempted to indicate as compelling reasons, Your Honor, and that is from paragraph 7 to paragraph 12, Your Honor, you will see there's a repeated use of the word reasonably believed. Reasonably believed. But you're not being told, Your Honor, reasonably believed by who? To sustain this particular very heavy averment. Who is this who is reasonably believing, and on what basis? You do not have that. Your Honor, in fact, maybe this may not go on record, but this is the first affidavit I've seen from, HSC Victor Juma Witi that has no annexure at all. The very first one, I've never seen. And that tells you there's nothing. Witi can never do such an affidavit. There's nothing.
You're not clarity of records. It's done by the investigating officer.
I check that. It is okay, Your Honor, but you read it for yourself, and I do agree you cannot do that. However, Your Honor, you will notice that even on the substance of the charge, Your Honor.
He has a similar.
Yes?
He has a similar name.
It is my learned. But he has clarified, so I'll leave that point. But Your Honor, if you look at even the charge itself, to show you how they have actually stretched to the point of breaking a back, that is what the prosecution has done. Your Honor, they are telling you in very good English that these events happened on the 7th and on the 18th day of July. 18th, 2 days.
On which days?
On the 7th day of July and the 18th day of July. That is on the particulars of the offense. And Your Honor, they are telling you further that these events happened at Kamukunji. Your Honor, they have, and this is common knowledge to them, they have admitted that Babu was, the first accused was arrested at JKIA. On the same 18th, at around 10, because he landed at 25 hours. So Your Honor, the question is, do we have two Babu Owino'S? Does he have a clone that was at Kamukunji that day? Your Honor, it's able for the court's eyes, the ticket that says clearly he was landing at 21:25. Your Honor, if you look at further to demonstrate the fact that there is no compelling evidence, and indeed, even the substance of the charge is something that the court ought to look at in admitting the accused persons to bond. Your Honor, I'll refer you to paragraph 7.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, they are telling you, and my learned friend Mr. Ringo has told you that there are people who have been rioting or who have been picketing, especially where the first accused person represents that constituency. So that is the compelling reason you are being told. Your Honor, there is a decision or a ruling by your brother, and that is the Honorable Justice Mogambi. Your Honor, that is in the case, if I may, in the case of Edwin Sishana Amboso versus LSK and 4 others. We have provided that to yourself and to the prosecution. That is HCC petition 255 of 2023. Edwin Sishana Amboso. Your Honor, it says in order 2 and 3, and I want to wind up at that point, that it is the responsibility of persons who have announced and organized the said demonstrations to provide guidance and leadership to the participants. Your Honor, the first accused person is not even a principal in the Azimio coalition. He wishes he would have been. He's not. And there is no evidence that has been given that he organized any of these protests. Which in any case, Your Honor, remains legal.
Yes, sir.
It remains legal because your brother declined to injunct the said expression under Article 37. Your Honor, Order 3 is also very important. It says acts of violence and destruction are personal, and the relevant authorities must deal with individuals. Acts of violence or destruction of property are personal crimes. So it cannot be a crime where vicarious liability, like the prosecution is trying to adduce. Your Honor, the charge that has been prepared, Your Honor, the history of this charge is very important, and I think this court will bring this matter to a rest. Your Honor, the Section 77(1) of the Penal Code, Your Honor, was brought into our laws, Your Honor, in 1960 as an amendment. So that it didn't originate from the Britons. It's something that was brought here by the Britons themselves. It wasn't in their own laws. And the purpose of that, Your Honor, was to ensure that this country does not get independence. It was to deal with the Mau Mau freedom fighters. That was the purpose of this particular session, that the DPP is actually telling us to use today. It was to suppress. So that is what this court is faced with in terms of this charge, Your Honor. It is to take us back to those days and those people who never wished this country to get independence. That's exactly the essence of this charge. And Your Honor, you will not find even authorities. I think people have been shy to use this section. You will not find authorities in terms of these sections. Courts have been shy, prosecutors have been shy. But today, we are the day where it can be brought in broad daylight. We will deal with it, Your Honor, at a different forum. As I finish, Your Honor, I would want to... Your Honor, I will heavily beg you, and that's why I'm trying to limit these submissions, Your Honor, to know that the first accused person, and I believe even the rest, but for him, he has not eaten, Your Honor, for 3 days. Not eaten, not taken water. 3 days. And because of where he was held, incommunicado. 3 days, Your Honor. Even Mackenzie was fasting, was eating. Yes, Your Honor, so we really beg. This court is to be used to extend that inhumanity. That is what they are trying to do. And we beg this court, with the powers given to you by the Constitution and the people of Kenya, to give us the chance, Your Honor, to enjoy that. He's not at a flight risk. He's an honorable member of Parliament, as indicated by you. Those are the words he's used, honorable member. And the rest are equally Kenyans. They will come to court. You can put conditions, Your Honor. They will abide by all that. They are willing to abide by all that. Your Honor, lastly, the